Alright, welcome back, guys. My name is Ishan. Welcome back to Talk Football, home of reviews, tactics, and transfer talks. And you know what? We have got special guest tonight. Manas Singh is over here, and also Nidhi Shankar is also joining over here for the big game preview. Welcome, guys. How are you? कैसे हो सब लोग?
All good, bhai. Thank you so much for having us. Very excited. Nidhi will also echo my sentiments, I'm sure, Nidhi.
Absolutely. Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for having us here.
हाँ, yeah. Go ahead, go
But
ahead.
excited, nervous, big game tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. But
वैसे
again,
I
thank you so
I
much
love
for
your
having us.
T-shirt.
Thank
I
you
love
so
your T-shirt.
much.
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk is the king. Nice. He's a differential player in this team of Liverpool. वैसे though, we'll be talking all about that. Guys, you might have seen Manas. He's a rock star. We all know what he has been doing since so long on that Sony channel, covering the Champions League for us and all the things. So it's a huge pleasure to have you, Manas, on our channel. By big pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, I know कि game थोड़ा complicated है. Let me start off talking about this game first of all. Chelsea versus Liverpool in the cup final. I just saw, I heard you guys were talking in a video. Just you were saying कि cup final comes in the middle part of the season, मतलब season के बीच में आ जाता है, and you know mentality वो होती नहीं है आपको. In the middle of the season, you don't feel like playing in a final. It is a big difference. How do you think this will affect the mentality of both the managers and the players playing in such a big game at Wembley, fighting for the title?
Nidhi, I'll go for this. पहला, मेरे हिसाब से this game has come एकदम correct time for us, if you ask me, because अभी after like 2.5 साल के बाद Zishan, we've got a full squad of players almost available who have not been injured. Like for so long, कुछ ना कुछ तो injury हो रही थी हमारे को. और last season तो it was so bad for us. We still finished third. I think we are hitting good form right now, and yeah, I thought was just asking. I was just being a devil's advocate on that video कि बीच में आ रहा है final कुछ value है कि नहीं. But obviously, if you ask my opinion, this is a very important game against the champions of the world, boss. And if we win this game, momentum, you know, like City have dropped points recently. If we win against Inter Milan, quarterfinal of the Champions League, Premier League ke race mein will be there. So much to play for. And you know, momentum is the key in the final third of the season. So मैं तो बहुत excited हूँ. I think this is very important, and Jurgen Klopp will prioritize this.
Yeah, actually, ये थोड़ा interesting है. मतलब Manchester City was the team जिसको आप सोचे थे will be making that treble or quadruple, and now when you look at it, Liverpool भी कर सकती है, you know. Premier League race is still open. Nidhi, how confident are you कि Klopp will get the title this year and City will be dropping points?
Look, I'll always be confident in this team, right? I mean, as Liverpool fans, we've seen some really dark times, right? A top 4 finish was a pipe dream. So
Yeah.
confidence, though, I will always have in this particular team. But I think there is a lot of football to be played. You know, people have written teams like Chelsea off, but I think that if we go to Etihad while still being in the contention and then we come out on top, then we have a very good chance of winning the title. Because then, you know, mentality and those things become very important. You know, City have done it once where they were sort of chasing us, and then we had a little bit of a stumble, and then they, you know, went on and won the title by 1 point. So it will be good to do that to them. But let's see, there is still a lot of football to be played.
But
Exactly.
Zishan, City का क्या है ना, हम लोग अगर if we from here on, if we play 9 on 10 for the rest of the season,
Yeah,
every game, we can still not win the league. City इतना अच्छा team है. Like this squad is just so bloody good, yeah. Like they can play 6 on 10 every game and win every game, and we can play 9 on 10 every game and still not win every game. City, bro,
that's
like it's
very
just
true.
I think it's just unfair at times that we have one of the best managers in world football, और सामने साला Pep और Manchester City है. Like,
But
मतलब,
why is that you guys will play a 9 of a 10 performance and then you won't win it, and City will have a 6 or 7 on 10 and they'll win it? They've got better resources than you guys.
Of course, what are you saying? They have world class backups
Bench.
everywhere. Bench का मतलब अगर 22 के बाद भी अगर कोई निकालो 3-4 रहेंगे जो वर्ल्ड क्लास होंगे. Like it's one of those things.
Yeah, see, the thing is, you you can City have a lot of luxury in terms of, I mean, bench and all. Look, there are titles one by one, spending money in modern football and good coaching or good coaching. City have both, right?
Yeah.
So that's the secret, right? Abhi they can make Kevin De Bruyne sit on the bench
Yeah.
and still go ahead and play Ilkay Gundogan, right?
Hardly any difference.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, you have Riyad Mahrez on the bench to bring on. We have got Luis Diaz now, right? But before January, we didn't have those kind of options on the bench.
फर्क हुआ
बहुत ज्यादा है. And ये पता है क्या, this is what I predicted in my preview जो मैं channel पे starting में league का top 4 दे रहा था. I saw Chelsea making a big signing, Lukaku, and I was fairly confident कि यार that's the one thing that they need, because Lukaku is a very good striker. Inter पे he was ruthless, but then there was a little doubt about him clicking at Chelsea because थोड़े से क्या कहते हैं उसको, स्टाइल ऑफ प्ले में डिफरेंस था इंटर एंड चेल्सी के. बट देन अगेन मैंने कहा यार टुकेल इज द मास्टरमाइंड, वो फिगर आउट कर लेगा, लुकाकू को वो फिक्स कर लेगा अप टॉप एंड दे विल बी बॉलिंग एंड दे विल बी विनिंग द टाइटल. सेकंड पे मैंने सिटी को रखा, थर्ड पे मैंने लिवरपूल को रखा, जस्ट बिकॉज़ दे डिडंट मेक एनी साइनिंग. कोई उन्होंने से कंसीडरेबल अपनी डेप्थ भी इंप्रूव नहीं की थी बेंच की. बट देन पता है, आई जस्ट लव द वे क्लॉप हैंडल्स एंड मैनेजेस दिस टीम even with so many injuries, even with AFCON. Unbelievable है कि Liverpool now find them in the title race. It has to be applauded with the bench strength like what Klopp has got now. It's amazing what he's doing, what he has done.
Klopp is the best manager in the world.
100%.
उसका मैं debate, you can have multiple debates, but when you factor किस टीम के अगेंस्ट लिवरपूल है लीग में, जो दो टीम वी मेंशन, जो रिसोर्सेज हमारे पास अवेलेबल है, how chiddy our owners can be at times. Don't get me wrong, I love our owners, I think they are very fair on us, but compared to your Barcelona's, Real Madrid's, PSG's, Manchester City, Chelsea, they cannot be compared. Jurgen Klopp ने हमें 8th place से when he took charge, we had Lallana, Origi playing, Lovren playing, we had Scott playing, Klein, and now to this team. This is a process. This is not happening. 6 साल का हार्ड वर्क है, तो जो भी अभी हम जीतेंगे ना, वो डिजर्व्ड है. Simple as that.
And you love to see them play. It's not like they bought it or something. They have actually signed the right players. Coutinho की deal से उन्होंने इतने प्यारे players खरीदे, and every single guy that they have signed has worked for them. कोई से कोई fail signing नहीं थी. Barca went out to sign everyone and nobody worked for them. And look at the signings made by Klopp. Yes, Nidhi, you were saying something.
Except for Thiago, who was signed from Bayern Munich, Salah, AS Roma, Bobby Firmino, Hoffenheim, Sadio Mane, Southampton, Luis Diaz, Porto, Robertson, Hull, Joel Matip, Schalke, free. South, it's I mean, so coaching, obviously it's amazing. Of course, we have spent money, but I think Klopp pays a lot of importance on finding the right players and then giving them the confidence to go ahead and do what they do. So that has been amazing. I mean, of course, as a Liverpool fan, having Klopp manage our club has been a blessing. I mean, who can say anything about it?
लाइफ में कभी ब्लाइंड फेथ नहीं होना चाहिए कोई भी चीज में, बट ये आदमी पे मेरे को ब्लाइंड फेथ है, लाइक ऐसा हो गया.
That's the reason why the fans love Klopp, because he gives you hope and he fulfills that. ऐसे नहीं कि खाली होप्स नहीं रहते. इवन दिस सीजन व्हेन आई थिंक कहीं ना कहीं कई सारे लिवरपूल, मेरे भी फ्रेंड्स हैं जो, इवन द पीपल ऑन द चैनल एज वेल, मैंने प्रेडिक्शन पोल्स किए तो उसमें पीपल आर सेइंग कि लिवरपूल के ज्यादा चांसेस नहीं है. बट यू सी हाउ क्लॉप हैज डिलीवर्ड. दिस इज व्हाई द फैंस बैक हिम, लव हिम सो मच, एंड दिस इज व्हाई मुझे लगता है कि बोर्ड भी इज बिहाइंड हिम कि नहीं, वी वांट यू टू कंटिन्यू एज वेल. सो डू यू रियली सी अ चांस ऑफ क्लॉप टू एक्सटेंड हिज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड गो बियॉन्ड? I love your smile, man. Very good.
I mean 2024 तक है और 2 साल है सीजन के बाद. निधि और मैं ये बहुत बात करते हैं कि let's enjoy these 2 more years because these are the best years. See, you support Barcelona, right, Zishan? I'm sure you have seen you've seen the good days of Barcelona. Right now it's not the best days, but मैं तो early 2000 से सपोर्ट किया हूं लिवरपूल को. हम चैंपियंस लीग जीते हैं, 2 लीग कप जीते हैं, एक FA कप जीते हैं बिफोर क्लॉप केम इन. but हमारा जो sustained success था वो was 2019 and 22 years. So we are in the midst of the best years that we have seen as fans. और जो 2 साल ही था, okay. So we want this to, be prolonged as much as possible. भाई, we want him to stay, but अगर वो बोले कि मेरे को break चाहिए, तो उसको देना पड़ेगा भाई. मतलब अपनों को कौन ठुकरा सकता है यार, मतलब वही बात हो गई.
But is it there is a case of saturation of the managers, because we have seen this happening with Pep Guardiola, with Luis Enrique? Don't you think maybe this could happen with Klopp as well?
Yes, I think the best solution to this, Klopp, I think 2024 he will feel a little jaded. I personally, and again, I am ready to write an email to Liverpool. Give him a 1 year sabbatical. Give him a 1 year sabbatical. In that 1 year, let Pep Linders manage Liverpool and then get Klopp back. I think that would be the best. Of course, I mean, it rarely happens in football. Look, I think Klopp. I was 100% certain that Klopp will leave in 2024. But the way he signed Luis Diaz, the way he trusts players like Harvey Elliott, it's just giving me a little bit of hope. I mean, you can call it delusion, but it just gives me that little bit of hope.
Hope तो मेरे को, but प्यार भी है. Like वो वैसा मैनेजर है ज़ीशान की, अगर वो छोड़ के जाएगा ना 24 में, he wants to leave the club in good spirit and good condition.
Yeah, exactly.
So वो I don't mean to say, but there's this theory about Jose Mourinho ना कि थोड़ा गड़बड़ करके जाता है, जीत भी जाता है. तो Klopp वैसे नहीं छोड़ेगा. Klopp, when he leaves Liverpool, the next manager will have a solid.
Yeah, exactly. ये बहुत important बात होती है. You don't want to make the life hard for your club that you are managing, because you love that club and the people love you. मुझे लगता है कि दुनिया में कोई भी एक ऐसा इंसान होगा who hates Klopp or who doesn't understand the level of Klopp. मुझे लगता है कि people love him very much, and the work that he has done with Liverpool. Also, coming on to this game, talking about Thomas Tuchel, who's also a manager who has recently come into a huge limelight after taking Chelsea from that position to winning the Champions League and everything. He's also highly respected. He's a good tactician, a great man manager. But right now you see Chelsea not at their best run of form. Would you agree with me? This game is a final. I'm not judging what will happen in the final based on the past fixtures and form of Chelsea, but what and how they have played in the past few games. How did you perceive their game? अच्छा लगा, खराब लगा? And आप लोग साथ में बात करते होगे, मानस निधि कह रहा होगा नहीं यार ये खराब खेले, इनको हम हरा सकते हैं. Was that kind of a discussion ever happened?
Yeah, I think Chelsea are missing some key players for sure. It is a bit similar to the situation that we had last season. So obviously they are missing key personnel. I mean, if you look at how Chelsea started, Reece James and Ben Chilwell were very, very important. Both of these players are missing. So they have suffered, and I think Lukaku's downturn has also to do with the fact that he's not getting those crosses. However, I think that Chelsea still, if you zoom out a little bit, yes, the performances have been a little less convincing and all that. They have won the Super Cup. They have won the Club World Cup. They are playing a final against us.
And also they smashed Lille 2-0.
Yes. Yeah. They could be 3 trophies up already. Right. And like you said, it's a final, so we don't know. I mean, maybe they just show up. However, having said so, there are certain deficiencies in their play, which we can exploit, but that's there in our play as well.
Yeah, exactly. Manas, I want to talk about these deficiencies. I mean, if you were Klopp or if you were one of the staff members of Klopp, what would you say would be the deficiencies of Chelsea, and how would you like this game to approach?
I personally don't see like any clear-cut problems with Chelsea. Injuries to Ben Chilwell and Reece James, like Nidhi mentioned, offensively has really affected them a lot. जैसे हमारे गेम में भी ट्रेंट और रोबो आतंक फैलाते हैं, उनका भी वही है. Three at the back, your wing backs bombing forward. वो Alonso, Azpilicueta, Callum Hudson-Odoi जो भी खेल रहे हैं वो नहीं कर पा रहे. But उनका defense is great. N'Golo Kante is brilliant in the middle of the park. Kovacic is great. Jorginho जो भी बोलो, side pass बोलो, but अच्छा player है. Mason Mount is one of the young good players. Lukaku नहीं खेलता तो Kai Havertz important goals मारता है.
Ziyech.
Hakim Ziyech is in red hot form. He might be fit for this, but like वीकनेस की बात नहीं है, मैं लिवरपूल सेंट्रिक सोचूंगा, मैं ये सोचूंगा कि चेल्सी हो या चार्ल्टन हो या बर्नली हो या बायर्न हो, आई एम कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट लिवरपूल प्लेइंग एनीवन. Sure, Chelsea on their day can, like we can target them with our pace as well, and so they can as well with our high line, putting balls behind
Yeah.
our centre backs. But if we play well enough, there's no reason why we can't beat Chelsea. I think I'm very confident heading into this game. Chelsea का
Exactly.
tactically तो वो Tuchel और Klopp ही देखेंगे, हम तो passionately सोचेंगे भाई.
No, exactly, because they like to keep the ball. They build up from the back. They like to keep the position. Then
But
they'll
हम
attack
time नहीं
you.
देते ना किसी को
Exactly.
time.
Getting pressing,
हम
चढ़ जाते हैं. And lately, पता है क्या मुझे लगता है बारसा भी inspire हो रही है थोड़ा लिवरपूल से. When you watch them play, I've seen them play the past 2 games. I was really happy. I was like very happy about the fact that we are trying to replicate that style. And Barca is trying to win up the ball, have the pitch, and
सॉरी
बड़ा
बोलना
मजा आता
चाहता
है.
तुम
हाँ यार.
बड़ी गलती कर दी वैल्वर्डे को सैक करके, मेरे को अभी भी लगता है, बट एनीवे वो बात हम नहीं करेंगे.
नहीं करेंगे ठीक है लेकिन मैं बता दूं I have my reasons why I said कि no to EV. I never wanted that guy. ठीक है, but when he came, he made us win the titles. But let me tell you, that wasn't the Barca way. I didn't want to see that kind of style at Barca. Very lethargic, very slow, and we used to lose in the Champions League like every single year. I have my reasons. I might tell you later on जब हम उस Barca के बारे में बात करेंगे. But yes, Nidhi.
Also 5 साल पहले किसने सोचा होगा कि कोई बारसा फैन बोलेगा कि we are now inspired by Liverpool.
So that's how time changes, man. Klopp.
That is,
I'm inspired by Klopp. Yeah. You always chase excellence. आप अगर कोई बंदा excellent है, you would want to learn from him. You want to take what he's doing right, and you want to follow the things that he is doing. तो अच्छी बात है. I'm proud.
जैसे तुम लोग ने कुटिन्यो लेने की कोशिश की, बहुत बढ़िया किया. अभी हमारे पास एक और बढ़िया प्लेयर है ऑक्सलेड चेम्बरलेन, उसके लिए भी 150 मिलियन दे दो, आप ले लो उसको.
I see where you're going with this. नहीं, but अच्छी बात है that we don't have Barto. Barto is in jail. Bail मिल चुकी है. But if I find him, I'll cuff him and put him in jail. वो मैं कर दूंगा खुद से. So नहीं, no 150 for Oxlade Chamberlain. But coming back to the game, I'll just ask about the availability of the players. सारे full fit players available हैं at Liverpool. I don't think so. There is anyone who's not available.
Firmino is not available. Jota is. Klopp said it, not Klopp. Pep Linders said it would be a challenge to have Jota fit for this one. I think वो bench पे होगा.
So
the rest
match में
I
जैसे
think
Mane and Luis Diaz played. Do you think कि top 3 वही Salah, Mane and क्या नाम है Luis Diaz की होंगे? They won't risk Jota in such a game.
Manas.
मेरे हिसाब से जोटा बेंच पे रहेगा. आइडियली जब पांचों के पांच फिट होते हैं, आई वुड गो फॉर जोटा, माने, साला, बट जोटा बेंच पे होगा तो लुइस डियाज स्टार्ट करेगा. बट हमने ये गेम बहुत बिल्डअप किया काफी चैनलों पे. सो निधि को लगता है कि शायद से ओरिगी या मिनामिनो स्टार्ट करेगा बिकॉज they have played in the League Cup. जैसे it is announced that Alisson is not playing this game. Kelleher is playing in.
Kelleher, हाँ, cool.
So Nidhi, why do you think, is that the reason, Nidhi?
See, the thing is, the way we have reached this final, when we played, Leicester, say we were losing, and it was like, okay, it looks like we are going out, but then it ended up being one of the best nights at Anfield this season. Then at Arsenal 0-0 against 10 men, and there was but in all these games, it didn't feel like we had a lot of skin in the game, right? It felt like, okay, we are giving our young players a chance and all that. Now suddenly it is real, because you have a real shot at silverware, you are against Chelsea and all that. I think that Klopp is the only reason why Kelleher is starting this game, and a lot of people are against it, but I support that decision because Kelleher has deserved this spot, and that's how you keep. We didn't have a able deputy for Alisson for so long. We didn't have a real number 2, and now that you have a player, you have to give him chances, right? He got you here. Otherwise, wo bolega na ki I want to leave. Then again, back to Adrian. Again, nothing against Adrian, but right. So I think that And that is the same case with players like Origi or
Origi.
Takumi. I have a feeling that either I think that they will start and then later Mane or Diaz come on. But that's just a hunch. I just feel
Okay.
that is the case.
नहीं, I understand कि कुछ ऐसे set of players होते हैं ना who are playing in the cup and
Yeah.
ये से बारसा पे भी होता था, the second goalkeeper would be playing in the cup and things like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I think कि यहाँ पे I hope कि Klopp would be going with his full strength, first 11. But the main problem is about the midfield because Fabinho के बारे में ज़्यादा बात नहीं होती. He's one of the most underrated players and I love that guy and I absolutely love his pairing with Thiago. These guys, whenever they play, they ball. मुझे बहुत पसंद है वो टेक्निकल फुटबॉल एंड द वे जैसे थियागो ने इस लिवरपूल की मिडफील्ड को एकदम चेंज कर दिया है. You get to see that brilliant passing from Thiago with Fabinho support over there, winning the tackles, interceptions and everything. It would be very much interesting to see कि Chelsea क्या mid रखती है, because if they go with Jorginho in that midfield pairing with Kovacic, तो that would provide a lot of movement space to Fabinho to roam around and to create. But if they go with Conte and Kovacic, so Fabinho को थोड़ा सा job difficult होगा because Conte is like that pressing machine. So yeah, I cannot predict कौन start करेगा, but I believe कि जो भी start करेगा they'll be going at it. मतलब there's कुछ भी 99% मतलब कुछ नहीं इस game में. You have to give your 101%. This is a title. This is a silverware. So Manas, come on. What's your prediction for this game? Business end of this video.
Prediction for this game. Nidhi तो doesn't do prediction, I know. So उससे देना वो बोलेगा I don't do prediction. Standard answer उसका.
यार वो that is the only superstition I have in life. बाकी कुछ नहीं. बिल्ली रास्ता काटे और फूटे कुछ नहीं. बस यही.
No predictions.
I think we will win this game. We at the moment we are playing like one of the best teams in the world, and we are one of the best teams in the world. We have majority of our squad available. We are going to Wembley after 6 years. It's going to be a great occasion. We have the best player in the world, Mohamed Salah. We have the best centre back in the world. We have the best fullbacks in the world. We have the best defensive midfielder in the world. We have Thiago, one of the best midfielders in the world. There's no reason not to be confident. So मेरे हिसाब से if we play our game, we are going to win this, and I think we're going to win this. And ये जो rivalry शुरू हुई है, Klopp versus Tuchel legacy, वो जो भी थोड़ा बात निकली थी, let's put it to bed, man. Let's win this for Jurgen Klopp, for the fans, and yeah, let's get more trophies under Jurgen Klopp before 2024 happens. कल होना हो भाई.
कल होना हो. So Manas is going for a win. I'm not going to ask the scoreline because you cannot judge the scoreline because this game is going to be so unpredictable.
I mean, emotion पे बोल रहा हूँ. मैं तो tactics पे भी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. मैं emotion पे बोल रहा हूँ.
नहीं, football when it comes to these one-off games and खासकर एक final, it is more about passion. It's rarely about the tactics. It's about how much you want to win. You won't go in a World Cup final and you say, okay, let's play with this tactic. Klopp कह रहा हूँ, coach घर पे बताया होगा कि बेटे कैसे से खेलना है. This is your pattern. This is your play. You do this. But on the night, the pep talk would be, go do your best.
Yeah.
He would be like, remember marking your player. So it's about the spirit. बिल्कुल सही कहा मानस आपने. Nidhi, you also would be.
Yeah, exactly. And Zishan, the thing is, we are not experts. Right. Abhi we can sit here and talk about, okay, this player will play and he will, uska XG itna hai and all that. Look, I can talk about myself. I'm not an expert. मैं बस इतना बोलूंगा, if we start the game well, then we have a good chance. If we start fast, because Chelsea, what they will try to do is they will try to slow the game down in the beginning and then try to play those, long passes behind our defense. But again, not getting too much into tactics. If we start well, and that's where passion is very, very important. I think Klopp will get these players fired up that, this is your chance to win silverware again. Last time we touched silverware was in 2020, right? Last season was a big disappointment. We have to go for this one. So I'm 100% confident. Again, not predictions, but I'm very confident we have to go for it.
Liverpool can win 4 trophies this season or Liverpool can win nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
And next game, बहुत important है, whatever happens. मोमेंटम बहुत
Momentum.
इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, स्पेशली फॉर इमोशनल क्लब लाइक लिवरपूल। हम तो इमोशंस पे इतना स्ट्रेस करते हैं, तो अगर हम ये जीत गए तो फिर वी विल फील लाइक कि भाई कुछ भी आ जाए सामने हम तोड़ दें।
Yeah, agreed,
मेरे
agreed,
को तो
bro.
ऐसा लगता
Yeah, नहीं सही कह रहे हो एकदम, ये मोमेंटम वाली चीज बिल्कुल सही है। एंड लिवरपूल वर्क्स ऑन दैट स्पिरिट एंड मोमेंटम। ये जीता, अगला मैचेस जो आने वाले हैं आई थिंक ये काफी टफ गेम्स हैं। तो सिटी के साथ भी गेम्स लाइन अप हो रहे हैं, दिल बी दिस फिक्सचर, टॉप ऑफ द टेबल क्लैश। ओहो हो भाई साहब, इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ ग्रेट गेम। बाकी मैं चेल्सी के पर्सपेक्टिव से थोड़ा सा पॉइंट रखता हूं यहाँ पे, बिकॉज़ द चेल्सी फैंस वुड बी फीलिंग अ मिस, थोड़ा सा मिस आउट। बट गाइस, यू नो व्हाट, चेल्सी इज स्टिल अ ग्रेट टीम एंड दे आर स्टिल, क्या मतलब, दे ऑब्वियसली आर, दे वर्ल्ड चैंपियंस मैन। Forget that still wala part, please cut it out. editor
है।
editor editor cut it. Okay.
Champions of Europe as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's no point in doubting them. On the day they could hurt you. Kai Havertz, you know, he's a good player. Ziyech Pulisic have been doing fine. जैसे कि मानस यहाँ पे बता रहे थे about the fullbacks वाला thing, they have been dependent on them, injured थे वो. But you look at the defense, Thiago Silva, veteran, 37 and just balling, man. Who would have thought, 37 years of
Yeah,
age?
Rudiger is a pain, bro, for anyone. Rudiger is a pain. Like he's such a good defender.
Absolutely, and it would be interesting to see how the attack of Chelsea is coming up against the defense of Liverpool. Van Dijk and Matip, who's one of the most underrated players. जो last goal मैंने उसका देखा यार, he made that run, he went inside and then उसको pass आता ही नहीं, finished that. I was like, whoa, what did you do? Come on, man, you cannot dribble the whole team like that.
Lionel Matip था वो मूवमेंट गया और चैनलिंग इज मेसी।
Yeah, exactly. Okay. एक क्वेश्चन और मुझे लास्टली पूछना है आप दोनों से यहाँ पे about Steven Gerrard. Do you really feel कि after Klopp 2024 it would be Gerrard time?
Yeah, this is one of our most hated questions. The
But this
answer
is
for
one of the
me,
most sought questions by the fans.
I
You
know,
know, जो viewers हैं
I
यहाँ
know,
पे, they will
but
also, yeah.
but because it requires me to say no, that's why I do not like this question. I think that, you know, Gerrard, I think one day he will manage Liverpool, but I don't think this is the time right now.
All right.
He still has a long way to go. I don't think we should be making an emotional decision like that to hand over, you know, the keys of the city to Steven Gerrard as yet. He still has to prove a lot. He's doing the right thing. At, you know, he started with the academy, went to Rangers, now he's at Aston Villa. I think he still has at least 5-6 years to go, and in those 5-6 years, we'll know if he's good enough to manage Liverpool. अभी
उसको
के लिए
पता
तो
है,
I don't.
yeah, yeah. उसको पता है उसका टाइम आएगा, मेरा टाइम आएगा. He feels कि नहीं.
आएगा.
Yeah, obviously.
He will be there. Hopefully, he's there because he deserves it, and not because we are down in the dumps and, you know, he's comes up. He's like, okay, let's try this.
नहीं, absolutely true. And जैसे कि हाँ,
I'll just ask you this question, Zishan. If tomorrow Xavi gets the sack, will you hire Steven Gerrard? The answer is no.
no, obviously no.
If Jurgen Klopp leaves the club, uh, if emotions are not involved, why would we hire Steven Gerrard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just think about it that way.
Yeah,
At the
seriously.
moment, we are one of the best teams in the world, and Steven Gerrard is nowhere near the best manager in the world. So same emotion है.
Emotion
तो
है, वो
बिल्कुल नहीं.
respect है. Yeah, we shouldn't act on that. The same happened with Pirlo as well.
फिलहाल आसपास भी नहीं चाहिए Gerrard club के. I love him. He's my favorite player ever.
Yeah.
But I love the club way more. So shouldn't be around the club right now.
You should keep the romantics aside. You know, you should focus upon
Exactly.
what is important. His time will come, definitely. And जैसे कि same about Xavi as well. We were hoping कि Xavi will join, but जब भी मुझसे कोई पूछता था, do you want him? I said no. I would suffer another season with Kuman. We will be in the slums. I know, मुझे पता है ये season बहुत ज़्यादा गंदा होगा. Probably we won't make top 4. But then, you know, I didn't want to rush it. But see, he's here, and we see what are the changes that he has already made. And we thought कि maybe हो सकता है कि he would be over here before, so he would have made it even better. We would be still in the Champions League, but we don't want that to happen with Liverpool, one of the best clubs in world football, and we've got two great people over here, two great fans, passionate fans on our channel. It was an absolute pleasure to talk to you guys. Menace and the Monk, you know, it's the YouTube channel that you guys have created and you guys have been running for what, like 2 years, and huge shout out guys. If you are watching, do check out the channel. Links मैंने description में डाल दी है, so एक बार जाके do drop a subscribe and watch these lads. If you are Liverpool fan, and even if you're not, then कोई नहीं, do that. So
Thank
yeah.
you so much, Zishan, for having us here.
नहीं नहीं, it's a pleasure. Again, we'll be doing this soon because बहुत मजा है मुझे बात करें. I really like the people who support football, from एक वो passion से, because that really connects with me. Tactically and analytically तो बहुत मिलते हैं लोग बात करने के लिए, but when you connect on that level, it's something else. And maybe next time when we'll talk about that Oxlade-Chamberlain deal, and maybe we can try to include Harvey Elliott and someone over there.
हाँ, मतलब एक अच्छा आइडिया है पेट्री इधर.
No, no. Never. Over my dead body, no. Pedri's no going, not going anywhere.
Yeah, man. Good luck for the rest of the season to Barca as well. I think Galatasaray है ना अभी Europa League.
Yeah, Galatasaray.
Yeah.
At home first.
No. I think Xavi is doing some amazing work. So. I'll tell you, and I used to say this about Arteta at Arsenal. Although I think Arteta's time at Arsenal will come to end at some point. I think someone will take over, but he's building the right things, and I see similarities with Xavi. I don't think he's trying to get that next player who will come and just kill it. He's trying to build it, and there is still very early days, but I think Barca are taking the right steps. Appointing Xavi was a good decision because the expectations were a little lower. So, and he knows the club, he knows the people. Usko thoda time bhi zyada denge fans, as opposed to someone who get from outside and they will be on his neck right from day one. So,
exactly.
Good luck for the season, man. I think your good days will come back soon.
Hopefully, and hopefully we can. नहीं, मुझे पता है क्या मानस एंड निधि, आई वोंट लाई, मुझे वो पक्का से ना उस कॉर्नर टेकन क्विकली का बदला लेना है, मैं बता रहा हूँ. दैट इज द वन थिंग आई वांट टू द मोस्ट. मतलब मेरी जिंदगी का वन ऑफ द वर्स्ट डेज, एंड यू नो व्हाट, if anyone has to get to me, all they have to whisper in my ears, corner taken quickly, and I'll be like, man, come on, please don't do that to me.
बट वो उसमें लिवरपूल की क्या गलती है? मतलब हमसे बदला लेके
नहीं बदला. It's like it's I love Liverpool. It's very weird to hear this, but if you see a Barca fan, I'm very passionate about the club. I love Klopp. I love Liverpool and I'm really proud that they pulled off that comeback. It is a great day in football, but it's just that little banter कि नहीं, तुमने हमको हराया तो हम भी तुमको हराएंगे. And same goes with 8-2.
Of course, वो दिन आएगा. I don't know whether you know this. Barca has never beaten Liverpool in a two-legged tie ever, which I think is remarkably weird because Barcelona is one of the best clubs. Period. So I think तुम्हारा time. I mean, not that you need to beat us because you guys are amazing in itself. You don't need to prove that to anyone. But I think in the future it will happen. Let's hope it's not under Jurgen Klopp era, bas.
Yeah. Oh, all right. That's cool. Anyways, big up for tomorrow's game. Liverpool playing Chelsea at Wembley in the Cup Final. देखते हैं क्या होता है. Good luck, lads. Yeah, definitely. Even Chelsea fans, bhai. Good luck to you guys as well. इस वीडियो में Chelsea fans नहीं है बेटा.
How you trying to balance it out?
I don't know.
ये नहीं होगा balance, bhai.
नहीं होगा balance. Probably could have had another Chelsea guy over here, but then again, I try to act like one. You know what? I love Tuchel. Yes, definitely. मुझे ऐसे managers काफी पसंद है who act through passion. Probably मुझे Ole Ragnick who are huge tacticians इतने पसंद ना हो, but I love these guys like Tuchel, Klopp, etc. Zidane. So yeah.
Did you just call Ole a great tactician?
Holy shit.
Sorry. I couldn't resist.
The day that we're recording this, Ishan, it's Ole ka birthday, by the way.
Oh my god. Probably, maybe I was trying to think of Pep when I said Ole. The reason where it was also some kind of a banter. चलो ठीक है. माफ कर देना Manchester United fans. आजकल सारे fans पड़े हुए हैं पीछे भाई. Again United drew यार आज 0-0 Watford, man. first 4-1 and then 0-0, man. Another video to talk about Manchester United. We'll need you guys to be over there. A Premier League talk has to be happening on this channel. Probably we'll try to do that live. But then again, it was a huge pleasure to have you guys on our channel, man. Seriously, बहुत मजा आया. Guys, do check out
Thank you so much
the
for
channel.
having us.
नहीं, absolutely pleasure, यार. Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you, Manas, for being here. Let's go. मेरा prediction मैं देता हूँ चाहते आते. I haven't given my prediction because मैं दे देता हूँ prediction and मेरे prediction सच ही नहीं होते. मेरा but I'm thinking this is a game Liverpool will be winning. I'm gonna go for.
चलो ये हार गए, मतलब इसने बोला इसके सही नहीं होते, मतलब हार गए भाई हम लोग, इसके सही नहीं होते. मैं तो होप कर रहा था चेल्सी बोल दे तुम भाई.
Oh, reverse.
बोला सही नहीं होते, फिर बोलता लिवरपूल.
इस बार होगा. I'm feeling कि लिवरपूल जीतेगी. 2-1 जीत रही है. दो आ रहे हैं.
All right.
चलो. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, do drop a like and also smash that subscribe. आपसे मिलता हूँ मैं very soon. Until then, as always, peace out and take care, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye bye.